the head of the Economic Development Corporation, it's been a direct priority of our organization for the past couple of years to recruit and to bring film to Roswell. We have been very actively involved in that, and we're so appreciative that now we're seeing the efforts come to fruition out on a site that has been ready for a long time. You know, the fact of the matter is that the film industry is extremely important to the economy of New Mexico. Not everyone knows that, but last year it was $380 million of direct revenue to the state. This year it's projected to be much more than that, and we feel that in Roswell we have a great environment for that particular industry to land, and the community is very excited about the opportunity to be a part of it. We have what is recently formed, and it's the Film Roswell Board, and it's composed of local filmmakers and people from the media education part, both the university and the high schools. But the point of contact would literally be our film liaison with the state, who just happens to be in charge of public affairs for the city of Roswell. Her name is Juanita Jennings.
You know, there is a vast majority of people here that are interested in film, and we just haven't had an opportunity like this one to get people involved and engaged. At my office, just with this film production, the phone has been ringing. How do I be an extra? How do I get involved? What can I do to help and support this film coming to Roswell? Not only from the community, local businesses, even people as far as Carlsbad and Artesia, which are our neighboring cities, they want to be involved in this industry. It's a benefit to the students at our high schools to get involved. It's a benefit to the students at the university to have a film industry like this in Roswell. You have the support of the community, you have the support of the city, and so we hope that more independent films will come to the city and utilize our resources that we have to offer.
Both the high school media coordinator and the university's media or film department head are members of that board, the Film Roswell Board. We have well over $500,000 worth of equipment in just the university, and we have a full curriculum of classes and students, and we're just seeing the high schools get involved, but the university's been involved for a number of years with films and productions.
My name is Alan Trevor. I am the program chair at Eastern New Mexico University. I run the film program out at the college, and my involvement, besides just helping the film, with, you know, general stuff here in town. And I've been in the film industry for over 15 years. I've started as just doing basic documentaries and working with travel shows and stuff like that, and then I've grown from there. We've produced 6 feature films here in Roswell, or in the area, and most of them, you know, $500,000 to $1 million. And the last one we did was Dermot Mulroney, called The Rambler, with Dermot Mulroney, called The Rambler. Went to Sundance, got by Anchor Bay, and we produced that all locally here. To get in the film industry, we just really enjoy the filming. I mean, actually, it's kind of funny. Most of the Roswell UFO folklore, with the UFO stuff, is actually what got me into it. We had so many traveling companies, Discovery, History, all those coming through, and they needed local production people to help fix their productions and get things rolling. And so we jumped on board and we started working in doing just general documentaries, and that helped us be able to get things done. My film students are actually on this program, on the shoot. So our students are actually here to get training and be involved with the film and get, just on-set experience. I would think about a month prior to shooting. I talked to Asif several times a year or so before, and then the picture got put together, and then we got attached about middle way through. A little bit more with the production to try to help with some more crew.
As far as getting involved, we want them to just call the director, Asif. He's like, give them our contact information. We want them engaged. To have that opportunity from a director like that to be able to mentor and guide these students, that's huge for our city. To have that motivation to learn and grow. You know, I think that's really exciting for our students. I think that's exciting for our neighboring cities to have that platform. You know, and it's an opportunity for them.
We pulled all of our students in and really helped getting all of our students trained, and even students that were, you know, kind of on the sideline. You know, yeah, I'm not sure filmmaking is my thing, and then they've jumped on and they've really taken this to the full tilt. They're loving it. My students are absolutely loving it. They're loving the fact that they're getting some great experience, great training. They really like the crew. You know, it's always one of those things. You know, sometimes crews can have, you know, a whole different mindset of its own, but this one has been really generally a lot of fun. I think real dedicated people make a project work, and I can see that the students are really attached to these crews. I know a lot of them come up to me, the students have come up to me and said, you know, I've gotten numbers, I've gotten names, I've gotten future possible work. So that's what I want. To understand the joy of the filmmaking, the art side of it, obviously, it is a very creative media, and so having a love to be able to stick with the long hours for the discipline of the art is one big key critical thing. The other side of it is that the people really, I would always tell students that people that work on in this industry are unique people. They're like-minded, and they're generally fun to get along with. And then lastly is just travel. I tell my students that they get an opportunity to really travel. Besides the military, filmmaking is one of the quintessential ways of traveling, I think. Lots of my students have gone and done tons of stuff on different sets all over the U.S. and some in the foreign countries. So, you know, it's been an opportunity. Those three things. I mean, you know, just the fact that it's an art. You know, at the end of the day, it is a business, but it is an art form.
You know, what we're looking at is a nascent industry, and this is where it's starting. I know that there have been some very creative things done with this building and this property, but the opportunity to make 120 acres into something much larger is absolutely in our horizon. So I see what's happening here, and I'm very impressed. But I think this is just the beginning.
My first impression when I walked in the first time about 5 weeks ago, it was bare, and I was thinking, how are they going to accomplish this? And then I thought, how can the city support this effort? As I walked in today, this is my first time, and I am wowed. I see so much happening here. There's different spaces and setups, and to see the transformation in just a short amount of time, can you imagine what the future holds for this building? As more people come in, it's just endless. It's endless. There is a master plan to grow this building and the space surrounding the building as more films want to come and be involved and engaged in the process of this film industry being established here in Roswell. You will see future plans of that growth and development kind of occur as the need is wanted. I don't want to let too much out of the bag, but we definitely, there is a plan that the investors have made, and as the city, we want to support those plans and desires and the dreams that they have for this building and the surrounding area.
You know, we want to see more projects like this. You know, we're going to work with a studio. We're going to see how we can make a better part of filmmaking in Roswell be a global thing.
Just again, that the community is very supportive of what's going on. We see this as a absolute adjacency to the attraction that already exists here, and gives those customers or those visitors who come to Roswell an incredible experience by making this an internationally known destination, which it already is. What I think is best fit for Roswell is the fact that we already have a pretty internationally known attraction with relationship to the UFO phenomena. We're going to have almost, or probably at 200,000 people come and visit the museum this year. And this is an absolute adjacent industry to that particular experience. So what we're going to have up here, I hope, is a full suite of sound studios and spaces that will provide even more accommodations than are applied, and really give people who come here on any of our inbound flights from Phoenix or Dallas an experience that they won't soon forget.
On behalf of the city, we are excited to have the film industry come to the city of Roswell, and we will be supportive of their efforts and hope to have many more films here in Roswell, New Mexico.